Yo guys, what's going on? It's Sparsh coming back here with another reaction as a video. Our quarter final number 1 has ended, guys, and here I have all 10 attacks. We would be going through all 10 of them, and if you guys think that 1% cannot actually decide fate of a war, fate of a tournament, then I'm over here to prove you guys wrong, as 1% is what actually forced one clan to be knocked out of the tournament. More to come right now, guys. We have 10 attacks. Let's quickly go ahead and dive into the video. Alright guys, here we have attack number 1, Optimus Prime, coming in from Force 1, and will be going against Rawat from Invincibles this time around, guys. The Yeti Smash is what we are going to see for attack number 1, fourth generic Earthquake spells version of the Yeti Smash, guys. Starts up with his Grand Warden Walk from the center side of the base, using a baby dragon and a loon on right hand side to create a funnel, and on the left hand side he uses his king to create a funnel, and the opponent king was actually on the outside, so he would be actually swapping down that opponent king as well. Earthquake spells come down and it opens up entire core of the base right over here, guys. And we have a jump spell down, of course, and Ice Golem, our bowlers and our Yetis would be going directly into the core. The Warden that we dropped early on would be following them as well. We would be using the Warden's ability. It would be guarding our troops from the DPS that we are going to get inside the base early on. We also have a Royal Champion down, and it is going on the right hand side, and look at that, guys. We also had a Siege Barrack down, which is going to actually drop a lot of Hog Riders for us in the attack over here. Royal Champion unfortunately going down on that single target Inferno, but these hogs are actually doing quite a lot of damage. Unfortunately, again, we have a Wizard at the back end, so they wouldn't be actually going through that. But if you look at the left hand side, we have a lot of Yetis, our healers, our king and our queen, and also our Grand Warden alive over there with the queen's ability as a bonus. And this was pretty much looking like a dub over here for Force 1 early on. But guys, this was just attack number 1, right? We have 9 more action pack attacks coming up for you guys. Let's see what strategies we actually get to see in this one and how close this war was actually, guys. So yep, without wasting any time, let's quickly go ahead and dive into our attack number 2. Alright guys, moving into our attack number 2 of this quarterfinal, and attack number 1 from Invincibles, and Ravindra Sahu is actually going to come in from Invincibles and will be using Mass Electric Dragon against Hades. Let's see how this one turns out to be. We have already seen a lot of Mass Electric Dragon attacks that turned out to be 3-star in a CPL, guys. Okay, let's see what he actually has in store for us. Starting up by using a few Super Gobs and a few Loons to lure out if any traps that are awaiting him, and as soon as those loons go down, behind them we have Electric Dragon's early raid spells. Grand Warden's ability was actually misused, I guess. I'm not too sure what actually went down over there. And from the right hand side, now he's coming in with his Barbarian King and the Queen, but it is kinda too late to create a funnel right now over here, guys. As you can see, all of the dragons are wandering around on both flanks. We can say a few Electric Dragons on the right hand side and a few Electric Dragons on the left hand side coming in right into the air sweeper. Wasn't particularly the best idea, what I can say over here. Again, guys, a lot of pressure in these kind of situations, especially when you are in a quarterfinal of a tournament like this. Of course, there's a lot of pressure to handle. I am in competitive scene from years, and I know what actually players feel over there, what pressure they have on their shoulders. But again, guys, nice try by Ravinder. Let's see what else we have in store for us in this war. 8 more attacks to come for us. Alright guys, let's quickly go ahead and dive into our attack number 3. And an interesting thing right over there, guys, we have an interesting thing. We have now Hades going against Ravindra Sahu, and guess the strategy, guys, Electro Dragon. So Hades just defended an Electro Dragon attack, and Ravindra Sahu was the attacker, and now Ravindra Sahu is defending, and we have Hades coming in with the attack. So yeah, pretty fun right over there, using a couple of baby dragons on top side, on the right hand side, and on the left hand side using some archers to pick up some percentage points. So I think he's actually going for a high 2-star instead of that 3-star. Let's see how this one turns out to be for him, using his Electric Dragons from the right hand side with some loons and that Grand Warden. Few early raid spells for him as well, and that single target Inferno is actually going to burn one of those electric dragons, and now we have the battle blimp directly towards their town hall. It's going to take it down pretty easily right over there, guys. Now we have no electric dragons left on the right hand side, but on the left hand side now we have a few electric dragons, and also our heroes are coming with all of their abilities as well, guys. Let's see how many percentage he's able to pick off over here, and what position he can actually put first one in over here. They have already picked off one triple star, guys, don't forget about that. So again, guys, from the beginning of attack, I think he was actually trying for a high 2-star, so fair play over there for Hage, as he will be picking off, I guess, 2-star and 79% maybe. Let's see, 2-star 77% is what he's actually going to pick off. Let's move to our attack number 4, and let's see who is going to come in and what he actually picks off from the attack. Okay, guys, we have had 2 attacks from both of the teams, and now we have a first one on 5 stars with 2 attacks, and Invincibles on 4 stars with 2 attacks used as well, guys. Rawat coming in from Invincibles, going against Jolly from Force 1. Again, guys, we are going to see Yeti Smash in action against standard start to the attack, but on the right hand side we are actually going to use our Barbarian King, our Witches, and on Siege Barrack as well. So pretty strong start coming in from Rawat. He is doing a fine job for the funneling is what I can say. 2 pre-jumps is what we have down over here. And look at the army composition, guys. We have 5 Yetis, 7 bowlers, and 1 ice golem. And on the spells part, we have 2 free spells and 3 raid spells, and of course we have used 2 jump spells as of now, guys. And we have our units now flowing inside the base. The town hall is going to go down pretty nice and early. We have a dragon and a couple of witches inside that defending CC, guys, and early raid spells will be coming on. Of course, we have used a Grand Warden's ability like most of the players do on that town hall. And from the bottom side of the base, I love that use of Royal Champion, and the attack has been going fantastic for Rawat over here, but this wouldn't be actually turning out to be 3-star. I'm not really too sure why, and a major reason could be, you will actually see, guys. Number 1, when these healers will actually approach that defending Grand Warden, guys, the Yetis won't be actually shooting on that defending Grand Warden, and our Grand Warden plus our healer should be actually dying on to the defending Grand Warden. And towards the back end, we actually had a lot of DPS as well and no jump spell whatsoever, guys. If our healers and our Grand Warden would have actually survived, this could have been turning to a 3-star. But again, guys, we were short on our time limit as well, guys, and of course that single target inferno looks deadly, but defended, you know, by those layers of walls. And yep, a good try by Rawat over here as well. We have 5 more attacks, guys. We are midway. Let's dive into attack number 6. Okay, guys, let's quickly go ahead and dive into attack number 6. We have Jolly from Force 1 going against Peter from Invincibles, and again we are actually going to see Yeti Smash in action, guys, and starting up with the attack by dropping a free spell on that air sweeper, but the pressure got to him, guys. You know, the pressure is literally very high in competitions like this. He actually mistabbed another free spell down on that hidden Tesla, guys. That actually costed him the town hall because his battle blimp actually was completely wasted. He was supposed to drop a free spell on the town hall and that air defense right over there, but unfortunately because of that loss on the free spell, he was unable to pick off the town hall, and now he actually had to cope up and go with his plan number B. And kudos to Jolly to actually do that in this attack, guys. If I was actually over there, I would have already lost my nerve, and like most of us, guys, that's why these guys are over here competing and we are not. But okay, guys, let's quickly go ahead and see what else he actually did for his plan number B. He has his Grand Warden and his Yetis moving in with 1 jump spell towards the left side of the base. He used his Archer Queen to pick off the town hall, and look how smartly he actually picked up his bowlers. He kept them in the bucket. And on the right hand side, now go ahead and have a look, guys. He actually used the bowlers double bounces to pick off the percentage points that actually secured the 2 stars for him, guys. Absolutely genius over there. And of course, when tournaments like these, quarterfinals, again, guys, I can't really put much emphasis, and you wouldn't be able to experience it unless it's actually you doing the attack. And yep, guys, can't really say much about that. And yep, Jolly, you tried your best, man. Let's see what actually turns out to be in a few more attacks that are left over here, guys. Stay tuned. Let's move towards our next attack. Okay guys, let's move towards our attack number 7. We have both of the teams on 3 attacks used. First one have 7 stars and Invincibles on 6 stars, guys. This is running pretty close as you would actually expect CPL to be, guys. And now we have Arpan from Invincibles going against Ashraf from Force 1, guys. Again, Master Electro Dragon is what we're going to say. This time around, Arpan actually used a Baby Dragon and 1 Electro Dragon on extreme right hand flank to get himself a funnel, and on the left hand side he's actually coming in with his rest of the Electro Dragons, his Grand Warden and those loons, guys. And use of the Battle Blimp is what we're going to see to snatch down that Town Hall like we have been seeing throughout the tournament. Like I have already said, guys, and by the way, if you already haven't watched all of our CPL videos, I have created a playlist on our channel, so you can definitely go ahead and watch that. He actually froze the Town Hall so that his Battle Blimp can actually take it down without any issues. Now we have all 4 of our heroes towards the left hand side. Electric Dragon is sadly going down. We had 1 Electric Dragon, that was the lone survivor inside the core, but the Royal Champion would be ending the day for that Electric Dragon as well. Now it's all upon our heroes to see what they can actually pick off, and we actually have 1 Rage spell inside the bucket that he's going to try and use on the Royal Champion, which is not going to turn out so well for him. And 1 minion is being used on the extreme right hand flank, and if you guys think that 1% wouldn't quite matter that he actually picked off with that minion, you would be actually proven wrong towards the end of this video, guys. Just stay tuned as we move towards our attack number 8. Alright guys, moving into attack number 8, we have Ashraf from Force 1 going against Jack Sparrow from Invincibles, guys. And again, Yeti Smash is what we are going to see in action over here as well. Using those earthquake spells, opening up all the compartments in the core, that is what we see with the traditional Yeti Smash, guys. And using Archer Towers on each corner, this could be either for picking up percentage or look for hidden Teslas that people actually hide around in the corners. And using his Queen Charge from the left hand side, and not using any of the ice golems this time around to guard his Yetis, guys. And no bowlers in our attack as well, and you will see pressure right over there. Ashraf actually forgot to use his jump spell early on, and that Inferno Tower absolutely melted his units. Unfortunately, rest of his units would be flying down on the left hand side and would be dying as of now, guys. Of course, not what Ashraf would have planned right over there. And guys, nerves kicking in yet again, quarterfinal stage. But anyways, guys, he actually managed to pick off a 2-star right over here thanks to his Queen and the Yetis that flown towards the left hand side to target all of the the buildings that were exposed. And we have the ice golems in the opponent CC that would be coming down and ending the attack over here from Ashraf. We have 2 more final attacks to come on, guys, and 99% attack. One of those, a spoiler for you guys, 19% coming up for you right now. Okay guys, for some reason I actually messed up my counting. Now we are moving into attack number 8. The last one was attack number 7 and the previous one was attack number 6 respectively, guys. But anyways, let's go ahead and see Jack Sparrow from Invincibles going against Optimus Prime from Force number 1. Again, we are going to see Electric Dragons in action, guys. Pre-raid spells, and his Electric Dragons and those loons will be going down over there using that Grand Warden's ability pretty early on. He would be losing on to his few of those Electric Dragons, and I love the work on those free spells, guys. He's continuously freezing both of the air sweepers by using his free spells, of course. And in the bucket we still have a Stone Slammer to come and our Royal Champion and both of our standard heroes, we can say our King and our Queen, and they are now coming down from the left hand side of the base. And Jack Sparrow would have actually wanted his Stone Slammer to move into that Inferno compartment, but unfortunately that Stone Slammer would be moving to that cannon, and from that cannon moving to another compartment instead of the compartment Jack Sparrow actually wanted him to go, and for that reason our heroes would be actually going down as they would have no tank. And in the Stone Slammer we had Electric Dragon and a few loons. The loons will be swirling around on that tornado trap, and unfortunately it's going to be an end of Jack Sparrow's attack. He's going to pick off 2-star and 75ish% over here, and now we have our 2 attacks left and both are going to be above 90%, guys. So let's see how this war actually turns out to be. Let's go. Okay guys, now we are finally moving into our second last attack, and this is going to be the last attack for Force 1. So let's see what Alok actually picks off over here. If he picks up a 3-star, it would be game over for Invincibles, but let's really go ahead and dive and see how this attack actually panned out to be, guys. From left hand side, starting up with his Grand Ward and Walk, what we actually see with our Yeti smashes, and on the right hand side using his Barbarian King and that Siege Barrack to create himself a funnel yet again, guys. Funneling, one of the key important rules of Clash of Clans. And now coming in with his Yetis and his bowlers from the core and using his queen over there as well, guys. Still holding on to the Royal Champion. Let's see how he actually manages to use the Royal Champion using the Gradbond's ability to create that invincible shield is what we can say around his troops. And from the left hand side he's going to come in with the Royal Champion, and I'm quite interested to see what value he actually picked off over there. So using the Royal Champion's ability, entire left hand side of the base goes down, guys. Towards the back end we have that Inferno Tower on multi-mode and also one Inferno on single mode. One free spell was used to actually delay the ability of the Queen, but it was supposed to be used right now, guys, and that Queen would be now going down. And you can see he still has a lot of Yetis and his Grand Warden left on the left hand side. He still have plenty of time on the clock, but we have one deadly multi-target Inferno, guys. We have already seen Inferno actually destroying a 3-star attack early on in this war, and it is going to be for the second time that an attacker is actually going to fall short because of the Inferno Tower. To be fair, it actually had another Archer Tower and an air defense standing, but if that Inferno Tower wouldn't have been there, it would have definitely been a dub for Alok. But anyways, guys, it's time for Invincibles to throw in their last attack. The attacker must get a 3-star to tie on 11-11 and the percentage points to decide. But anyways, guys, let's see. Good luck to the attacker, what he actually picks off for his team. Right, guys, moving into a final attack of this war. Of course, the final decisive attack as well, and the journey in quarterfinals would be ending for one team over here. Peter in a lot of pressure. He has to pick off a 3-star for his team to actually settle on for 11-11, and then it would count on for the percentage points, guys. But let's see how he manages to pick off the pressure. And starting up with his Warden Walk pretty calmly, guys. From the right hand side would be creating himself a funnel. From the left hand side using a couple of loons and his Barbarian King to create himself a funnel over here as well, guys. Using Yetis on each flank to create him another tight funnel, guys. I love the work he's actually putting onto his funnel, even after so much pressure that he has, so much burden he has on his shoulders right over here, guys. All of his troops are now flowing inside the base, and we also have a battle blimp that will be again targeted for that town hall that is sitting inside the core, and it just flows in right now. We have that Grand Warden's ability, which we would be popping in just now, guys, and that battle blimp is going to drop some of the Valkyries that are going to take down the town hall all by themselves, guys. And from the right hand side we have bat spells now rolling in this base, guys. No splash damage towards the back end, and yep, these bats are going to be deadly. But again, guys, we had our heroes towards the back end, and they would be enforcing these bats to go down pretty early, guys. And if those heroes wouldn't have been there, this would have definitely been an even closer call, guys. But let's really go ahead and see. He is on 86%, still has his 1 loon, 2 wizards, still has his Royal Champion, still has his Queen's ability. Let's see how and when he actually uses the rest of his troops, guys, keeping his calm as of now. and the Queen's ability is now being used. It is actually going to take down one of the heroes. Royal Champion's ability being used, and it weakens all of the defenses that are on the back end. We still have a Warden alive though, and we have defending heroes, but so clever Peter right over there using those wizards to destroy the tombs of our heroes. But unfortunately on the left hand side we had an archer tower that held back, and this ended up being a 2-star. 99% attack from Invincibles, guys, and yep, first one taking the dub in this war, moving to the semi-final, and the journey sadly ends for Invincibles right over here in quarter-final, guys. And this is pretty much it from quarter-final one. Pretty close war. I quite feel bad for Invincibles. They gave their best, but of course only one team would be moving to the semi-final. So yep guys, that is pretty much it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the post notifications. I'll see you in the semi-finals, guys. Peace out.